me and getting Roberta to play it with Tori, and she seemed open to it when I reached out, but she was busy doing stuff with. And I guess it would be fun for the three of us to play. But I think
It
it's
would
like,
be a different experience, I think.
yeah.
I mean, we
But
would probably see different things, is what I mean, too. I don't know. Did we miss anything? Like, is there
oh,
there's
sure, we
different.
missed that. We missed so many things. We didn't know how to get from. We never. We didn't know how to get out of off the driveway.
No, so it would be a totally different experience, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Would people want to see? How many times would they want to see us play this game? That said, the Dan Avedon guy from Game Grumps, they want us to come in, and I think because they've already recorded their version of your game, and they're going to release that sometime next month. And then I think like the impression I got is they might want you and I to come in and play Phantas 2 with them, but maybe not the whole game, but some of it. And so that would be kind of a fun thing to do too.
Yeah, it would be really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because your game is spooky too.
It is spooky too. Yours was spooky one.
Different kind of spooky, but
Yeah. Do you know who Daniel, my kids wanted to start playing Monkey Island again last night, the first one. And we booted it up, and it was like an old friend. They were so happy and it really, seeing as I hadn't played it since we did. And it's really fun. And I think we tracked down the name of the guy who was the shopkeeper. And I think you and I need to find him. I want to talk to that guy. Yeah. His name's what? Jess something? Jess. Yeah. Well, he's funny because he doesn't look anything. I was expecting an old crusty dude, but the picture of him was like this, long-haired, young rock and roll guy. It was not at all what I expected. Yeah. We just need to have we need to come up with a concept around it rather than just us playing it. So it says we played it already. We're about to start here, so let's table this and talk about it at another time. All right. 2, 1, and let's go. Hey everyone, welcome to Conversations with Curtis. How's it going? It's been a long time. For me anyway, it's been a whole week, and missed you guys. How's everybody doing? In fact, I'm going to boot up the Restream chat so I can see y'all. I didn't do that. I forgot. But my name's Paul. I'm the host of this YouTube channel, along with my friend Daniel Albu, and today we get to bring back our good friend and sometimes co-host Victoria Morsell Hemingson. And oh gosh, they're making me do I'm not a robot, click all the things that are a motorcycle. All right, there we go. Verifying. Oh, here we go. Getting the chat, and who's here? It's like a party. I don't know who showed up at the party here. So far, Restream. I think Restream.io is here. There we go. Well, I don't see anybody. Anyways, it's good to be here. I was gone last week doing work stuff, actual work that people were paying me for, which I was so frustrating. But I'm glad to be back. I know Daniel and Noah played Dune on their own without me. I heard that went really well. I'll get to hear more about that in a little bit. All right, I'm seeing some folks now. Roxy, there you are. Hey, Nelson, Jordan, thank you guys for joining. Today we are finally going to come back to her story. which has been a lot of fun. I think I've forgotten where we're at, so hopefully we'll get back into that. But I don't know. I got nothing else other than just to bring Daniel and Tori out in just a second. But before I do, I want to say thank you to our Patreon members and our coffee donors who are responsible for keeping Conversations with Curtis alive and well. So thanks everybody for being a wonderful, supporter of our channel. It means a lot. If you are in a position to help these guys help us, that would be great. So please consider joining us on Patreon or Coffee, or today, if you can, maybe just giving a little one-time donation to the stream and help us get to our goal. These are our folks who do that on a regular basis. Our top 7 donors over the last 30 days. Jouex is back in the lead. Way to go, Jouex. And James Jenkins and dropped down to number 2. CJ at number 3. Ray Koopa, Within War. Wow, some new names. Steve Blake and Mort Murphy. Thanks, you guys, for your support. We have a goal. Wait, how come our goal is, this is a Monday? How is our goal? Daniel's going to have some splaining to do here. But anyways, let's try to get to our goal. I got nothing else. Let's bring out Daniel and Tori and let's play some Her Story in a little bit. Hey,
hello.
There we are. What's up?
Hi.
How's it going? Hi, welcome back. It's so good to see you. We missed you.
Really good to see you guys. I missed you.
I was at a
more.
No,
I
I
was
missed
at a I've been listening to this podcast. Have you heard the podcast Smartless with it's Jason Bateman and Will Arnett? And no, none of you guys have heard that. Anybody in the chat listen to that?
I heard a few episodes just because you talked about it in the past and you like the casual banter they have.
Yeah, I do. But the thing I don't like is that they blow so much smoke up the butts of the people that they are talking to. They spend more, they are so full of their love for their guests that they never let their guests talk. They just tell them how much they love them and how fantastic they are. And when they worked together once, they did this amazing thing. And you're like, shut up, just let the person talk a little bit. So anyway.
You see, when we streamed King's Quest 1 and Ken Williams jumped on the chat, I didn't butter him up.
Boy, you did not.
I talked smack about King's Quest.
Yeah, no, you talked smack until you realized he was there, and then you shut up. And it was like, hey, Ken, how's it going? How's everybody? How you doing? So glad you're here.
No, that doesn't sound like me.
Yes, it was totally you.
Jordan
Johnson says, hi, Ms. Hemingson. Wow, that's very, very formal.
Well, hi.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was being asked a question from my family.
You're not allowed to listen. This is our time. You get them every other day of the week. We get you for 2 hours once every few weeks. You can't.
I know. I'm trying.
So shut the door. Moving on.
Yeah, you haven't seen us in a month. I mean, a lot can change.
Tell us 3 fun things that has happened in the last month.
Sorry about that. Dave is just driving Ian back to school, so they just left.
Okay, good.
Fun thing that has happened in the last month, me?
Yeah, you.
It hasn't been a very fun month.
I was trying to go for the positive, but you can tell us the negative if you want. That's always fun.
I can find little fun moments throughout my day, even when things are not,
You had a birthday. That's one.
I had a birthday and I got a nice massage, which was fun. And that was fun. Went for some nice long walks with the dogs. But as far as like interesting, exciting, fun things, it's been pretty boring.
Well, thank you, Tori. Thank you for that. That's great to hear.
Sorry, it's not more exciting, but it's But I have a lot of fun throughout my days. Yeah.
How's the weather?
It's beautiful. Okay. The sun is out. It's cool. It's like in the 70s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's good. Daniel, have you dropped down to like
the decade or 90s? The Fahrenheit?
The 90s or what?
You said it's like in the 70s. So I'm asking if it's like the decade or.
Oh, no, Fahrenheit.
So regarding our conversation during the countdown, I think that we should play Phantasmagoria 1 in October and have it a Conversations with Tori special. Like, you'll be the host. This will be the gimmick for that live stream.
That's terrifying. That's a terrifying thing.
You'll be the hint keeper. You'll be the one telling us what to do next.
Okay, the hint keeper, but I could do the hint keeper. I wouldn't be a very good one, but to be the host, that's scary. Your job it's difficult, Paul.
It is, until you realize there are no stakes, and then you just sort of go with it. I mean, we're just all hanging out. It was very straight. It was because we work, in the industry and work as a performers, there's always this feeling like, oh, this is a performance. And so you feel like you have to prep and get ready, and you have to, but it's just a bunch of cool people hanging out. And so after doing this for a while, I went from like having my notes and trying to figure out all the things. I would say probably I was definitely more prepared when I was preparing, but it's more relaxing now to not worry about it.
And then you have Daniel to take care of all the scary technical stuff, right?
Yeah, that's made such a difference. Having a Daniel is a good thing, except for the grumpiness sometimes, which is worth it.
It's a side effect. May contain grumpiness.
Exactly. But
it's entertaining though.
The pros far outweigh the grumpy.
Yeah.
What's the T-shirt, Daniel? Speaking of, you got a grumpy T-shirt going? What do you got?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
There you go.
It was a meme back in 2010, I think, when they interviewed someone that her house was burning. So they interviewed her, and she said that she's got bronchitis and she ain't got time for that, for her house burning down. So
okay.
I don't have time for that either. No one has time. There was a house that burned down not too far from here. We were driving home. We saw huge plumes of smoke, and then, like any good citizen, we drove over to gawk at it, and we saw flames shooting out of a house, and the house is now pretty much condemned, and whoever that family was can't live there anymore. It was awful.
But they're okay? Are they all okay?
So. I think so. They were all out in the front, talking to the fire people. So I think everything was fine. Okay, so we're playing Her Story. We're back to Her Story. We're going to, last thing, does anybody remember? I mean, tell me what you guys remember about what's happening from last time.
Well, I couldn't even. I mean, I remember that we have these twins, possibly, or one person with split personality, and we just started figuring out which video was which person or personality, and I'm absolutely not going to remember that, and I don't even know where I tried to look at my notes before, and I couldn't even read my notes. They were so scrambled. So you were talking about being prepared. Well, it's hard to do that. But
Eve, I remember Eve is the one. Eve. Even her twin sister. And there's a big thing about palindromes. There's a lot of Hannah. Right? Hannah's the other one, and Hannah's the one that we knew about first, and Eve was the one that was tucked away and that lived in the attic, and right. And we're starting to realize now that maybe do we have any clue? Are they being they're being questioned, of course, but has anybody been accused of the murder at this point?
By whom?
Well, the offstage cops that are talking to him.
I don't know. Maybe we should look up murder as a keyword.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's try that.
No, I'm remembering something about there was a story that I think Eve told or Hannah told about finding the body. I think Hannah found the body, right? But
Right.
didn't Eve tell the story about seeing him like right before he died? We have to look at some of those
Yeah,
interviews.
she was.
again.
He.
We
came
have to watch
her,
the other live stream.
He came to her bar
Yeah.
when she was singing, and she was wearing a wig, and she started having an affair with him. Let's
But he
continue.
didn't know. He
Hmm?
didn't know that she was either related or, to his
Right.
wife, which seems
was
kind of
odd.
far-fetched. Yeah.
I agree.
Man, we are well prepared.
Okay, so let's do it. Let's play this thing.
I think that next time we have a very long break between live streams, we should all watch the previous live stream, and maybe I'll edit a short clip of previously on her story and have us.
You want to bring her story down a little bit. Got a big gap of pink down near where you are.
What? But
yeah,
no. Let me start the game, and then you'll notice that.
Oh, I see. It'll change. Okay.
But I like that idea. A little recap, a little video recap.
Yeah,
but I should have watched it before we started. I wasn't even sure we were going to be doing this, going back to the games.
What do you mean? Continue with conversations with Curtis in general, or do another?
I didn't know. I should have asked, but I thought I'll just be surprised whether we're going to be continuing with her story or doing a different game. Because sometimes
I wasn't sure either. I had a feeling, but there we go. All right. What was our last one? Fail. Let's start with hit the database refresh thing. Checker.
I don't know. Tori has control, so.
Oh, I did. Okay. What do you want me to hit?
Hit the refresh button on database checker. Hi, Nyathara, and see you later, Johan. Thanks everyone for joining us today. It's like a good group. Some new names. Beer Monster. Well, welcome.
So I clicked refresh.
Okay, so the last one we just saw was near the end of the interrogation. Did we do? Let's try murder, since that was the first thing we talked about today. I'm sure we've done murder already, haven't we? We've done.
But we haven't seen these yet, right?
Yeah, we've seen them all, because they don't have they usually have like a little
an eye.
Oh, that's right. Okay. What? Okay, let's think.
Attic. Do attic. Remember, one of them was living in the attic. Hey, look at that.
That's fun. Okay. Should we start at the beginning?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
Right. Okay, so her parents died, right? Remember, they died from like asphyxiation, or it was like a carbon. What was it? They died in their.
Was it carbon monoxide poisoning?
Right. I think that was what happened. And so it seems what she's saying now is that they moved into her parents' house, and so they didn't sleep in that room because it was creepy for a year. But there was an attic up there playing with dolls and such.
So she lost a pregnancy, right? And then Eve is also pregnant, right? But we don't know what happened with her pregnancy. Or do we?
Right. I don't know if we do. And I don't know what the time frame was between Eve's pregnancy with Hannah's husband and Hannah's pregnancy with her husband. But
right.
This was one of the first ones. This is back in June, right? So the other ones are later. But this is definitely Hannah. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories.
Who's we? Who's we? Is her and Eve, or was she Eve? This is still Hannah, I think, right?
That's it.
Didn't we
I know,
decide? I thought we had sort of last time did this.
I know.
We wrote down what outfits were who.
Yeah, and we
who.
also talked about the fact that one of them drinks coffee and the other one drinks tea.
Right.
One of them doesn't doesn't put sugar in her coffee or in her drink, and so she doesn't need the stirring.
Let this be a
stick.
lesson to you listeners out there. Don't let too much time go between playing a game, otherwise you're gonna forget things.
That's the problem. That's the problem with Netflix, because Netflix doesn't have previously before each episode, because they expect you to binge watch. So if you've gone too long without watching an episode, you just need to start the season from the beginning. That's it. So we should restart the game.
Let's start over. Let's watch the rest of these, and then
we're gonna.
I
I
think
we're gonna remember once we start looking at more of these who is who. But
I agree.
I know I have it written.
Let's make sure we do Dollhouse once we get through these ones.
Oh, okay.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they? We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Rapunzel. Okay. Hair, Rapunzel, dolls.
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork from them all, passports, diaries, gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
I'm gonna so Tori and Daniel, I'm a huge fan. I mean, of course, I love watching good actors work, but I love watching long uncut scenes where you get to see it's not edited together by the performance isn't created by an outside source. It's and like that scene was a nice long speech, and I just think she's wonderful. I think she really has so many wonderful. She just embodies this character, and you really see her process is really fascinating to watch. I'm quite impressed.
Yeah, she's really good. And you can see what she's saying because you can see her visualizing it, and it. Yeah, you see, it really feels like she's reliving these moments, and it just seems so authentic to me. Okay, so blonde hairs or hair?
Dolls or dollhouse, or we can do hairs. Yeah, you can do hairs.
Did you hairs or hair? Hairs.
Got one more. I forgot she's a singer too.
What kind of hairs?
Well, there you go.
What?
It was
Dollhouse or dolls. Dollhouse. One word.
The last one. Yeah.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon.
Okay,
Eric
so
gave
this is
Simon the week
here.
off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper curtains.
Oh, just like the
insists
dollhouse.
the attic we left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
Wait a minute. Let me watch that
Oh,
again.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
let me
this is her.
refresh.
Yeah. Oh, because
Okay.
that's getting near the end there. So this is when all the everything's being. Is she confessing? I don't know. Is this a confession?
Let's watch it again because I feel like
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help
Legal
with the move.
stuff.
He
You mean legal?
decorated, modernised wallpaper curtains. Hannah insists the attic we left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
Something about
So-
the legal stuff. Is the legal stuff about the parents being, taking over the house and all that? Is that what they're talking
right. So
about?
Hannah got the house, but I guess
Mhm.
Eve didn't get the house.
Well, because no one knew about Eve, right? Eve has been sort of the ghost this whole time that
But-
the parents didn't even know about.
But when she started hanging out with Hannah, wouldn't the parents have known about her then?
No, she lived up in the attic.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Well, she lived
Huh.
across the street from. No, the housekeeper
When the housekeeper.
raised her in the attic, basically. This is a fairy tale. The
Okay,
more
I
you hear
thought-
about this really is. Oh, speaking of, let's do Rapunzel. Now that I'm watching this, they talk so much about fairy tales and dolls, and so I feel like, oh, there we go. It does feel like to me like this story in and of itself is a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Oh, and you have these in colour.
Why would they have these? What are these drawings? Wait, let me just.
Aren't they? Okay, that's up there. I think of them as like.
Sorry, I messed it up with all
Rorschach
that
stuff,
Rapunzel
right?
stuff.
Hmm.
Do you need me to do that card again?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what did she say? Sorry.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
It's a Rorschach test.
Did I pass?
Okay. Let me just see.
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty, pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent.
Violent.
Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Haircut.
All right.
By the way,
Okay,
if you
well,
click that icon with a watch, do you see the previous search terms we used?
Sorry. Oh, this one. Oh yeah,
Oh, that's good to know.
that's great. Okay.
That's super helpful.
So Rapunzel is the last one, and so Glasgow, and we had Eve, trauma, argument, Simon, murder. Murder is the first one we looked
Oh
at,
yeah.
and we suck. I think it was the first one that came when you started the game. Murder was the first search
Yeah, okay,
term.
of course, that's the first thing you're gonna do.
So Have we typed in, we did type in Eric, right? Have we typed?
Do we have baby, or do we affair, or
Let's try baby.
we've done that? Do sex after affair. Okay, there we go.
An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair.
Okay, so she's definitely, that's Hannah, and that, okay.
Yeah.
But she's still in denial.
Yes. Let's see.
Now the
You're reaching
fake
here.
tattoo. They could have done better with that
I don't
tattoo.
know why.
Yeah.
No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone.
Wait, you cheated on Simon, on Hannah.
Simon is dead,
Oh, is she still pretending to be
but
Hannah?
I have my baby to care
I have my baby to care.
for. Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Interesting.
Yeah. But now, I thought that was Eve. Isn't that Eve? Doesn't Eve have the tattoo?
Yeah. But
Seemed like she was talking as Hannah that time.
I don't know. Wait. The date is okay, July 1st. All right,
That's what- yeah.
let's just see what this one is.
What did you
This
want
is
to do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
But wait
But
a
I
minute.
thought she was admitted she was Eve when she had the tattoo.
Have we found the video where she admits that she's Eve and that she's the twin? You know, that she's.
Let's look at some of these in the same outfit that we saved.
Okay.
I think this maybe just one.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
Okay, but
So she's acting, whoever it is acting as Hannah. I don't know if it is Hannah. I thought we decided that Hannah was, no, yeah, this is Eve, because Eve is the one who sings.
yeah.
So at this point, she's pretending to be Hannah.
I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay?
Oh, this is
Oh, she's
So-
wearing a different outfit though. There, we don't. I don't think we need to watch this again.
Yeah, let's skip it.
Yeah, she does the whole,
Okay.
whole song about. Basically, it's a song about what's happening in this game, which is a bold move to have a song that essentially
Oh.
is telling you the story.
the
Eve meets
tag is
Simon.
Eve meets Simon in the bar, so we know the one in white is Eve.
Yeah.
So you want to
Yeah,
listen to this one
that.
again?
No, I remember that because she's like he
Oh.
showed up and
He saw me
he's wearing her
singing.
wig and
One of my shows. Pure chance.
yeah.
Okay, so
Um,
what should we? Sex?
she's yeah, do sex. She said, "Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs?"
Yeah.
Boom, boom. There we go. I guess we're all obsessed with sex and affairs.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
That's
So
Hannah.
she does it. So hold on. Time
Yeah.
out on the tattoo. So when she says, "Oh, I got this to express my individuality," if they're still both pretending to be Hannah, then did she get the tattoo between the last time she was being interviewed and now, or is there a reason we don't see it here? Or do they already know who she is at that point, that one has one and one doesn't?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is that a worthwhile question?
Mm-hmm. I thought we knew that before. Like I thought we had a better grasp of.
Yeah. That's what happens when a month goes by. In a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Are you married? How is your sex life?
Ooh, so
They act differently. When Eve is talking about this subject, she's trying to make the detective or the investigator think that he's asking her because he's projecting his issues on her. So he's asking her if she cheated on Simon, and she's asking him if he cheated on his wife, while she's managing the whole subject in a more reserved manner.
Mm-hmm. It's also a different time of, it's also earlier in the interrogation process. Hit the refresh button. Let's see where we are. Okay, so we're over there.
Yeah, so it sounds like for a while, well, maybe it was Eve doing the interviews as Hannah, and then maybe it's always Eve pretending to be Hannah, but it does seem like there's a difference in the way she asks question, like throws the question back on the interviewer. That's a good thing to look for.
But later on, and that when she's wearing, down below where she's wearing the white blouse, it's clear. She's made it clear to the detectives that she's Eve and she's sharing the fact that they're. But here, there's a certain point that we haven't figured out yet where they're both pretending to be Hannah, and just before Eve basically admits that she's a twin. So I think these next two we're going to watch are still, I think that's Hannah, but I think they're still both pretending to be Eve in those June interviews. It's the July
so
one.
This is, you think that the ones we're going to watch, the ones with the eye icon, are Hannah acting as if she was Eve?
Because no. They're both whenever they're pretending to be Hannah. So Hannah is always being herself, and when Eve shows up, Eve is pretending to be Hannah, but we haven't quite figured out when Eve cops to it.
I mean, I think this is all the same day, so it's I think maybe Eve showed up as Hannah on this particular day, right?
Possibly, yeah. Let's see.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
10 years.
No, you're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
All those guys.
What guys?
All those guys. Put guys in.
Okay, this is.
Oh, we're hearing some music. So keep your eye.
No, this is the same music.
No, it starts to show up when things.
I was 15. Carl was older.
Carl.
17, I think.
Oh, we gotta get Carl.
I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. Stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
Eve. Okay, so Carl, we gotta do Carl. Keep your eye on the computer screen because you're gonna see. I think when the music starts to get loud, you start to see that image again.
The image, yeah.
All right.
Was he my first No need to be so coy. No,
That's
he
you.
wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit, but he was sexy. We were 15.
Was who her first? Oh, it was.
But didn't she say Carl was older? She was 15. Didn't in the other one she say Carl was? Wait, let me go back to this one. Oh no, that was in the previous. Okay, wait. You said we were 15, meaning her and meaning Hannah and Eve, because in the previous one where she first mentions Carl, didn't she say Carl was 17?
Oh, you might be right. Didn't
So
she
now-
say that
Look
Hannah was
for
the guy-
15.
Well, let's watch these first. Let's not miss out on our
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
Sounds like
Carl.
they share guys. Like they
Yeah, well,
share
remember in the past she said that Hannah was too shy, so she would be the one to seduce
Mhm.
any boy that Hannah had
Yeah.
fancied, and then she would basically hand her over to Hannah.
Yep.
Talk about
Yeah.
your wing
But with Simon, I wonder if she's the first one.
twin.
Yeah.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had the one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another Carl on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back.
Ouija board. We gotta do that.
After that,
Yep.
it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean,
Wait.
that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
Wait, I missed something about breaking the
Oh,
rules.
did you see?
No, I missed it. Was it the face? I
Yes.
just missed it. Can I watch
I
this
couldn't-
again?
You couldn't see much, but there was definitely a little face. I'm thinking the game is telling us now,
Mhm.
tell me if I'm wrong, that Hannah or Eve killed Simon. And our job now is to figure out which of those two did it. There's no other suspects at all, right? There's not been a single person that's come up that could possibly have done this. So I
Right.
think our job now is to really see who could have been the one. That's my
Well-
guess. I don't know if I have an answer, but that's what I think was happening.
But then Eve was seeing him.
They shared their boyfriends.
But then when she went to go see him at the bar or whatever, wherever it was, remember when she
Mhm.
separately went to go see
No,
him?
he went to see her.
Oh, he went to see her at the bar. That's right, perform.
And when he had slept with her before, he thought he was sleeping with Hannah. So every time only thinks that Hannah is one person until he then he sees Eve at the bar and he's transfixed by her because she looks so much like his wife.
Yeah, so
Right.
Zen Solipsist in the chat summarized it perfectly. He said, so they used to go on dates, Hannah would schmooze them over and Eve would sleep with them, and then Hannah met Simon and Eve wasn't allowed to have him.
Right. So that
Okay.
makes Eve upset. What was the thing that we said? Oh, what was there was
Ouija.
a Ouija
The
board
Ouija-
listed.
Wait, I just missed something at the end of this. Can I watch it?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Hannah was so smitten with
You
Simon.
can hear the birds in the background.
She
The
started getting
seagull.
jealous. Didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both
Search for Tom Cruise.
kept
Maybe we'll see a
changing
movie.
places in the toilet. We only had the one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me. But that was it. We didn't want another card on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules.
Slept.
She wanted to be the first to sleep with him.
Okay.
I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
The rules. What were the rules that she broke? That
That Eve has
Well,
them
the rule-
first.
The rule in this case was that they weren't going to sleep with him.
The rule was that Hannah was always the second one because Eve was supposed to date them for a while and sleep with them and make things less awkward for her by going through that phase first. We should look for slept.
slept and rules and Ouija. What do you want to do first?
Let's go with slept.
That's not going to do it.
Ooh.
It's the early one.
I left the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car.
What's up with all the
When I
face
woke up,
touching?
I came straight back.
Yeah.
Simon wasn't returning my calls, and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house, and Simon wasn't there. And I... Excuse me. Is there a bin?
That's Eve because she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's pregnant now, so Simon's dead at this point. And wait, red dress is Eve?
I think so because Hannah lost. I think she lost the baby. I feel like that was a little while ago,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. I
Right.
pulled over and
Yeah,
sat
she
in the
definitely.
car.
Yeah.
This was just by the side of the road. I was exhausted.
Hey, anybody? I think we're just realizing we haven't.
I didn't.
Been
I slept in the car.
nice.
I left about 9 that night. And I wasn't there.
Wasn't there?
Would just gonna gently beg for donations if anybody wants to chip in and get the ball rolling this week. That would be awesome. Help us continue these wonderful streams. Thank you.
Oh, I thought about it. Last time when you guys played Phantasmagoria 1,
Yeah.
Tori wasn't in control. You played the game. So now, Tori can be
Are you
in
still
control.
thinking about are you even paying attention to this game, or are you just
I
coming
am
up with
paying
reasons
attention to
for-
this
for
game,
us
but
to
I am
play
also
Phantasmagoria
thinking about
1?
future live streams.
Okay.
How about we just do nothing but play Phantasmagoria 1 and Phantasmagoria 2 over and over again in perpetuity?
Finally. I thought you'd never ask.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna this channel's gonna have to split off into factions. All right.
Okay, what do we want to type in now? That's 2 ideas.
Well,
now.
we
Can
didn't do Ouija board. Let's do Ouija board.
Okay.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share
Wex,
dreams.
you are the
We used
You're
to
the
wake
best.
up
Thanks
and
so
write
much.
them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
Schwex tipped $20. Luigi board.
Luigi board.
Hey, that's a good one. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I've been thinking about her hair all this time, and I'm trying to understand if her hair looks like a wig because she's wearing a wig and we're supposed to notice it, or if the actress is wearing a wig for the role and we're not supposed to notice it.
I think that's her hair. I think I've seen pictures of her, and it looks familiar. It looks the same.
Maybe you should look for hair. Maybe you should look for wig.
Yeah, there you go. Wig. There's gonna be
What?
bunch. Way to go, Daniel.
one.
Nice work. You are paying attention to this game.
What
Kind of.
type of wig?
All right.
Are we
Because
seeing the
it's
behind the
hair.
scenes now, or it's a part of the game? The wig.
But
Then talking
well,
about.
remember they were talking about. She was talking about the hair that they found. Maybe that was wig hair.
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig? This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
Wait a second. We looked for blonde. So,
Yeah.
so when we looked for blonde, didn't we see this video, or did
No.
it have the eye icon? Weird. Okay.
Yeah, we have to type in cat flap.
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it
Well,
was
she got
Hannah
married
who
really
told
young.
us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Well,
Sounds
I'm
like a
thinking-
bad plan.
Oh,
Hey!
Yeah, because- Let's see.
that's what you missed.
Again.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You're so busy controlling the game that you're not paying attention.
You're so busy understanding things.
Simon didn't know about her though, so they would have to tell Simon about. Simon didn't know about the twin, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Were
but
they
it sounds
gonna
like a
just get
weird plan. Did they decide to live together, all three of them?
Yeah.
Well, maybe they were going to get a house with an attic, and then they could just continue their deception.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now it sounds like a healthy relationship. Well done.
Right. I mean, we could type in deception, confession.
Yeah. Go for it. Confession. That's a good one. What?
Wow.
The
Okay,
game
that-
refuses to give us any
How about
confession.
confess? So I'll just do confess.
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic.
I still don't know.
Here.
I saw it.
Yay.
Finally, Zensalpsis, did you also see it? Because he said that we're yanking his chain. Okay.
Yeah, I saw it. It was kind of red.
Yeah, it was. It seems like the cops were pulling up.
Oh,
Hotel. Let's see. We did hotel before, right?
you
Business-
can look in that. You can look in that clock thing and see.
Yeah.
I don't know if we did do hotel.
We could do business trip and hotel.
Yeah, we should do.
And you can
hotel.
actually do more than we can do. Also, more than one word. Remember, they said you can like put a couple words together. All right, don't solve the murder. I'm gonna go. I'll be back in a couple seconds.
Okay.
Let's tell Paul we solved the murder.
I heard that.
Okay. Nothing for business trip.
Hotel, the second one.
Okay.
And the hotel said he was there?
And the hotel said he was there. Probably Simon. It's probably
Okay.
Eve realizing that Simon was in the hotel at the time when he was with Hannah. Does it make
Well,
any sense?
So she started her own relationship with Simon, sort of to get back, and Hannah for leaving her, I think. Like, I think she, even though he met her at the bar, I think she somehow set him up so that she could meet him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, so what could we do?
When she said she couldn't get pregnant, did we look for pregnant or
think we did look-
infertile or I don't know. Oh,
Good one.
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
Okay.
Okay, keep your eyes on the screen at all times because we're getting near the end here. I think.
Hannah had a miscarriage. This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then
Okay.
Remember the song she sings? It's like it's the one.
the confession song.
Yeah, and she like drowned her sister in the ocean or something like that, wasn't? And then she turned into like she chopped her up and the song. I'm wondering.
We should listen to the song again, maybe,
Yeah.
to get some words to, pull
Yeah.
from.
The song is the recap we need.
I think it was that time,
Maybe.
the first time at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant.
So this is Hannah.
Amazing, right? This fucking magic sperm.
No, I think it's Eve.
No, this is Eve.
The first time she had sex
Eve
with
said
Stetler.
that Hannah slept with him first. She broke the rules, and then she got pregnant
And there's 3 periods.
in that
Ah,
one time.
yeah, this is a long time ago. This is wait,
anyway,
you're
but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
Yeah,
So
so
this
she
is
said,
Eve.
she
Oh,
said
there
it was
she
the first time she slept in his bed at the house. As so, it did I miss something again?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
I get so excited when I hear something, and I'm like, then I'm not paying attention.
It seems that every time she says something spicy, you get worked up and you talk about it, as you should. But then you don't notice the music change and
That was very close to the end, you guys. That last.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Okay, I just typed in glaziers just to see.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Ooh.
A mobile
I
phone.
like the piano.
Yeah. Well, they have one for the glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. Oh, it's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle.
Charging cradle.
Jeez. Talk about 90s.
I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the glaziers.
That's where they met. Okay.
Right, so they got married when she was 17, and then they were married for 10 years, so she's 27.
No. Everyone loved Simon. He's a glazier who doesn't have much money. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, that wasn't very helpful.
Got a couple more. I think there's also sort of a, what's the word? If you're playing this game, there's a certain amount of like pride in getting and finding all of the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Little bonus point for getting everything.
Okay, so
How about Prince? Like there, I'm thinking of like the fairy tale stuff. Try like Prince or Princess.
Princess. Right, let's do Prince first.
Here we go.
Nice. Okay.
Let me see. Yes. I drove in here because I remember well, I went over the river. And then there was a church. There. Yeah.
You hear the phones in the back.
I probably parked. Well, I remember seeing a street sign called Princess
I don't think I ever
Street.
seen
There it
this
is.
one.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There.
This one, what?
Yeah, what was that? So wait, can we hear that again? Because there might be some stuff in there that we want to.
Was this this first?
Let's hear what she says, so we can double back on what she's talking about.
It's Rapunzel.
Oh wait, this is the one. Sorry, that's the
Stories.
wrong one. Okay.
Let me see. Yes. I drove in here because I remember well, I went over the river.
River,
And then there was a church.
church, river,
There.
church.
Yeah. And I probably parked. Well, I remember seeing a street sign called Princess Street. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There.
What must be that one? Okay. She's
So
looking
we
at
need
a map.
River Church and Princess Street.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone really changes. You just become more yourself. Simon was my prince, and that hasn't changed.
Did we look for? Oh yeah, we looked for Prince and we looked for Princess. I think we looked for Princess Diana, right? Because she talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends, and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. You know? Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
Okay, so we have river, church. What was the third one?
Hi,
that we were gonna look-
Clement.
What's that?
The Prince's
I
Street.
said hi to Clement, who joined the chat, and also there's Jacob, who says, "Love you all, Phantasmagoria 1+2, and Gabriel Knight was part of my childhood in the 90s. Teenager back then." We were all teenagers back then.
That's right.
Even
yeah,
even
so
Paul
me
and Tori
too. Yeah.
were teenagers.
were. We were teenagers for a really long time.
Oh, I think we figured out the murderer. Justin Pizzio says Bob is the murderer. That's it. That does it. Of course, he was the murderer. He killed Simon.
The Hecatomb.
Was it Princess Street or Princess?
Yeah, that's right. No, it was Princess.
Princess
River
Double
and Church
S.
came up.
Okay, yeah. Let's try Princess now.
Oops.
No, you missed an N.
Wait a minute. Princess. There we go.
Okay.
He wasn't a present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror, a nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
Music's changed.
Music's changing. Here we go. Okay, now after this video, Tori, don't
We were
say anything.
17.
Just look.
It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
Here we go. Come on, music. Oh, now. Just look.
It's because I'm looking.
Exactly. Okay, chat, do you have any suggestions for words we should be putting in there?
Wait, she was talking about the mirror, and we had a video in which she said that she didn't recognize her reflection. So maybe after mirror, we should look for reflection.
Okay.
We got two mirrors. Wedding. Do we do wedding?
The mirror.
The
I
mirror.
can't remember.
The mirror.
I put it somewhere safe.
Sam Barlow.
Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since.
What?
Some of these videos seems like they're just filler.
Yeah.
Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Skinny mirrors, remember? Glass. Ozzy Astroth says.
No,
Try
what
glass.
about reflection? We talked about reflection.
Ooh. No, these are near the end. These are.
Yes.
Oh, good.
The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We
Ooh.
realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements.
Okay.
Oh, look.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Do you see?
Oh, and was that a siren you could hear?
Yeah. I think the cops are closing in.
I think that means, yeah, we're getting super close.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
Again.
Oh.
I feel like we're getting closer.
Yeah.
We got music, we got reflection. Reflection was a good one, Daniel.
Yeah, because she said she was looking at her reflection and she didn't look the same because she was skinnier and that she was fatter and whatever.
I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her, something would happen. We would become one. One girl. The fairy tale was over, the witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place.
Here we go. Anything? Witch. How about witch?
Did we search for twins? Because again, I think that they may be twins, and they're not the same person.
What? You're just now thinking that? Where have you been? You're still trying to figure out the Phantasmagoria 1 angle, aren't you?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to set a date for the Phantasmagoria 1 live stream.
Oh my gosh. You're me in this. You've taken over my role in this particular.
Yeah, it seems that way. Okay.
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors, and lost children. So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
Oh, music. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to glass. So one of our.
Yes.
Nice. We got one there. All right.
No, on his clothes, that would make sense. He made it by hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. It's not how they make mirrors these days. I mean, he made the mirror and he gave it to me.
So Simon made the mirror and gave it to Hannah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's Hannah, right? Yeah.
Did we look for a miscarriage?
I think we did. We might as well try it. Jordan Johnson, do you think Phantasmagoria 2 is just like Jacob's
Gonna
Ladder?
try with one S.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
I know that
Spelled it with 2 S's.
it
Okay,
was
there.
very much Laura Lee Shannon was a big fan of that movie, so there was definitely elements of that.
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. The miscarriage and then my parents.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck.
Is that Hannah though? Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yay! Hit refresh. Okay. Music's getting a little like triumphal. Something very. All right. Evidence, right? Evidence.
Parents? Evidence?
Oh, parents. That's good. Let's do evidence first. Then. All right, there's one. Haven't seen that outfit in a while.
Rehearsed? You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I've thought about. My husband is dead.
You remember when we saw one of their confessions about how they saw Simon's body, then one of them actually felt rehearsed and the other one felt like a natural storytelling.
Right. Let's do rehearsed. How about just get rid of the D?
Nope.
We thought of something. What was it? Oh, parents.
Did we look for baby?
I think we did. Let's go try.
Yeah.
How about daughter?
Or sister?
Oh yeah.
Let's try sister.
Boom.
Yeah. Can't believe we haven't done that one yet. Okay.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had.
Oh wow, this is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She knew that instant. The look on his face.
He didn't know? How could he not know? She knew what? Keep going. Next one.
That,
Ooh,
that,
ooh.
Maybe-
I saw that. That he's the father of the baby.
Yeah,
Oh.
maybe that he met her at the bar or whatever.
Yeah, because she was trying to get pregnant, she'd said before, with anybody. Like, remember, she was having all these.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was when she was 17, though. I thought.
Right.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
Okay, 11:59. Let me just look at the time.
The music changed.
Which one?
58. So this is
Okay.
this is all the same. Now,
Okay.
question: why did she kick him out? What did he do that made her kick him out? He didn't
Wait.
respond well to the suggestion that they all live together, or what was it?
Or maybe she realized he cheated on her
With
with Eve.
he didn't know. He made it clear that he was the father of Eve's baby. I think in that moment, like when she told him that she had a twin sister, he was like, "Oh, that's who I slept with," and when she took, because she said she's pregnant, so now he knows he's the father. Right?
Gotcha. Guess so. Getting some clues here from Clement and Ozzy. Clement says, look at the entries number. That is a clue for you to be more specific about the search. And Ozzy says we should use the words yes and no to help find more clips. But let's watch this next one first.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
My sister is gone,
What?
and she's never coming back.
What?
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 Click refresh. I want to see if it's the last one.
Almost. Okay.
Dead? How about dead? Hannah dead? Hannah dead? How about that?
No, search for Hannah, and if it's more than 5 entries, then let's look for Hannah dead. Okay, Hannah, it's 18 entries, so let's add another word.
Dead. Wow. No. So wait.
Sister dead?
Sister dead?
No, but what about sister? I don't think we had
we've
more
done-
than
yeah, we
5
did.
entries.
Yeah, we did sister.
No, but sister has 4 entries, so there's no point in adding more keywords. You're
Oh, I
adding more
see.
keywords.
I see.
So
Um,
click the clock icon over there. Yeah. And let's see what has more than 5 entries. So for example, pregnant has 11 entries. Maybe
Eric
we need
has
to,
14.
yeah, Eric
Baby.
has,
Go back up to baby. That's like 17, right?
Sorry. I didn't find
yeah,
it.
baby.
Not 11.
Okay, so if we type in baby something, baby girl.
Yeah, try that.
Ooh,
Okay.
well done, Tori.
Thank you.
I would have been a good mother.
Mother. We should
I
look for
was
mother.
young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah.
Sarah!
Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
Sarah. Right, Sarah.
Oh man. Tori, where have you been?
What's that?
Where have you been all this time?
Where have I been?
Yeah. Because you
Right.
blew everyone's mind with baby girl.
Sarah.
Okay.
How come there's no Sarah? All right.
Okay, so let's do more baby stuff.
So wait. So now Simon is dead and Hannah is dead. So Eve is the killer. Eve killed. Did Hannah kill? Here's what. Did Hannah kill Simon and then Eve kill? Wait. I'm confused. Why would you kill both of them?
Baby.
Wait, so Sarah doesn't... We get only one result with
Nothing.
Sarah and we already saw that?
Yeah, so it's got to be
Uh,
something with baby that we could add. Another word we could add to baby.
baby murder. But how about Hannah?
No, but
murder?
baby
That's what
gave
Ozzy
us
did.
4 results, so there's no... now you're being super specific.
Boom.
Jeez.
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up, and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had
Sounds
to go
rehearsed.
to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake. Children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. It turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
Okay. Baby argument. Reading baby argument.
think we're out of baby. There was only 4 baby ones, right? So it's do Hannah Murder.
What about in the song? What was there in the song with the water? Was there a river?
Let's hear the song again. Type guitar or song.
Okay. Oh, something we
wow.
haven't.
What?
What's that?
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it.
Baby eater.
It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the refresh button. Let me see where we are. All right.
No, guitar. I think guitar was the trigger for the song.
There were 2 versions of the song. Yeah. It's the first one or the second one?
Not
Do you
sure.
want to play something?
Yeah, it's the first one.
I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay. Probably needs tuning.
You apparently are.
Pretty good.
How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street.
Oh, Ava, that's a good one. Soylent Pink. Parents, that's a good one too.
Yeah, we did parents, but
We didn't do Ava, we just did Sarah.
There were 2 sisters came walking by the sea.
I think, Tori, I think that you can scroll. What's it called? Scrub forward, and we can read. Click on that, and you'll see that. There you go. You can move it forward a little bit. So, wind, rain, captain's son.
No, I don't. Yeah. Youngest one, dreadful wind and rain. You want me to scroll? Pushed her in and held her down.
That's a pushed her in, held her down. Watched her drown. So she must. So this is Eve drowning Hannah. Let's try captain. Let's try drown. Let's try drown. Oh man. Okay. Captain's son? Nah, it's not gonna be it. Captain's son.
Wait, Ava. Let's try Ava.
Okay, Ava. Wind and rain.
Maybe it needs to be capitalized. I don't know.
No, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
We did blonde hair. We did blonde.
We did blonde. We did hair. Maybe we should try palindrome to see if that helps in any way.
Oh, type in palindrome.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you spell that?
I-N.
The same way you phonetically.
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Argue about the. Did they argue about the name? Argument? How about argument?
I think we did argument. Oops, I think I spelled that one out. I spelled it wrong. Sorry. I'm having trouble spelling today. Everything looks weird to me.
Yeah, we did all those. How many are there though? 9.
9.
And we have
argument, fight.
How about arguments? Yeah, fight, Simon.
Argument, fight.
We already did that.
So do argument, fight.
What about Eric? There's more of Eric scenes that we don't know.
Yeah, Eric
Or maybe
argument.
Eric.
Can't spell.
So, Chad, are you going to let Zwex be the only one to contribute to this stunning game that we're playing today? Don't leave him hanging. We got a ways to go to get through our week here.
Let's
Okay, let's
let's
look at
just
these.
try generic words connected to murder. Let's try evidence. Did you try evidence?
I think we did evidence.
Mother. So
Okay, let's try fingerprints
Other?
or crime scene. Let's try fingerprints and then crime scene.
Whoa!
Whoa, that was
Jackpot! Dang almighty! All right,
Fine.
come on, that's worth a
I've
couple
had my
bucks.
fingerprints taken before. I once put my hand on the oven.
Uh,
All right.
that's her excuse. What's the other one's excuse?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Fingerprints.
Okay,
This isn't helpful, Sam Barlow.
Yes.
but it's helpful. In,
Yeah. I would have cleaned them. I changed the sheets too. With the fingerprints in all those places.
What? I would have changed them?
She cleaned up after the murder. It looks like after she saw the body.
Could they have been my parents' fingerprints? I'm not sure how long they last for, but is that possible?
All right.
Really? Go on then. Take the cup. Run your fingerprints. They'll match. Fucking idiot.
Mm.
This wasn't helpful.
But we hope we got more. Hit the refresh button. I like to see those green things show up. Oh, all right. Get back a little farther.
Okay. All right. A fingerprint. What else? Like related? Like similar to
Crime.
finger. What was that?
Crime.
Prime.
Yep, crime. No.
Crime scene.
No,
No.
if crime isn't
Crime doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gun.
fingerprints.
Do we know how he died? Do we know how he died? Did he get
No.
shot?
Um.
Alibi.
Death. Ooh.
Boom.
It happened
Nice
very
one.
quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone.
They both killed him.
We took him down to the cellar.
Cellar.
Whoa.
We had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
A watch. Whoa. Okay, first
Refresh.
of all, alibi. Hello. That's. Thank you.
Good
I
one.
want-
Good one.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's-
So they both killed him, but then why did she kill Hannah?
Maybe she knew too much. Actually, she knew everything.
Oh, chit chat. What is that? There's new thing just showed up.
What's that?
SB, how's it going down there? You done?
Who's
Oh.
SB?
That's Sam Barlow. That's the name of the. Whoa, this is. I say, what I remember from playing this before is that if you say yes, it kind of takes you to the final thing, and then we're done. So we can say no for right now and try to get a few more things. But I think we kind of know what happened, right? Say not yet. Or just no.
Not letting me
Enter.
type in
Okay.
anything.
I'll hang a bit longer. Buzz when you're ready. Hangs up. Okay, so so the chit chat's available for us. So watch.
So let's type in watch. Huh.
Wait, so she said, what were the
Seller.
what?
Seller.
Let's
Stellar.
watch the
That's-
alibi one again.
No, Seller.
Stellar. Oh, right.
Ooh.
Nice.
The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
Does Hannah ever admit to,
Any wrongdoing?
or does she ever admit to Eve? Does Hannah ever admit to talk about Eve?
No, I don't know, but I'm starting to think maybe it's just one person, and maybe when she says Hannah's gone, she's gonna live as only Eve. You could type in multiple personalities.
Yeah.
Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. Only worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't looked in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in, as good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out.
Blood.
Blood. We haven't done blood.
And I'm
have we?
still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation.
Blood funeral.
So,
Cremation.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
bam. Oh, look at that. There's no one there.
No one there.
okay.
What?
I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records?
Okay.
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. The blood. It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
What? Whose blood?
Yeah.
There we go. Back to
Like I said before,
This is
it was
confessional.
3, something like that. I walked in,
3 o'clock.
saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut.
Throat.
There was a lot of blood.
So Hannah did it.
He was dead.
Ooh.
Maybe, maybe not.
Did you see it? Did you see her?
No.
She was sat
Oh.
behind him. She had my wig on.
Oh, wow.
And she'd been there all day.
So it was a wig.
Why do you do that?
And she had blood on her. And she was in shock.
Okay. So yeah, DNA, blood. I like your multiple personalities. That's one too.
We do DNA first.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Multiple.
What's that?
Okay. Did we do blood already? No, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, we just did it.
Okay. Personality. We did wig. We've done wig. Hit the refresh button. We've got a bunch more. Oh. Oh, she's going to talk about it. So this is Hannah.
Wait, how many results did we get for throat?
Oh, I don't know.
It's
I'll have
body.
to check.
Didn't look real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut.
That's because you cut it.
And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. He doesn't always wear.
I feel like, I think it's Eve. Oh, I saw that. I feel like Eve touches her face a lot. Or I think it's Eve.
That's
that
Hannah. That one was Hannah, I think. Let's do, yeah.
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back.
Her story.
Her story.
She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present, another mirror, just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off.
Okay.
What else do we got, guys? Let's see.
Still have, okay.
Her story. How about story? Or her story, right? Her story.
Then you can download the game.
How about just story? Hey, look at that.
We should have started
Yes.
the game with
Like a story.
searching for a
A
story.
beginning, a middle, and an end.
All right.
That wasn't helpful.
No.
It's helping getting all the videos.
Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking, I guess. She's been cooking him his favourite meal.
You've been cooking
She's his
him.
wife. And he's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's sad,
Wow, it's getting very.
because he's ill and he might die. It's kind of a sad story, so I'm not sure it ends.
You see all that in a little blob of ink, really?
Okay.
More
Wow.
confession time.
She wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to take the story?
Yes.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
a real life fairy tale.
Oh my goodness. Whoa, fairy tale, real life.
No, but I
Real
think
life.
we've heard it. The one
Oh, I
where
see.
she
Right,
she
right, right.
lived next door to her sister or whatever.
Yeah. This is when she realizes, okay. Hit refresh, hit refresh. Okay.
Wow.
There are a lot of them in the white. Like,
I agree. Wild Woody just said Victoria streams are the best. And we agree.
Yeah.
oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Okay, what about
Identity. Elizabeth wrote, how about identity? Did we try that already? I don't know if we did. Yeah, nice.
Wow.
Elizabeth.
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules.
She killed her husband.
Or
And she had
maybe
a
they
twin
think she did
sister.
something bad.
And
Maybe it wasn't her fault. She looks scared, not guilty.
not guilty. This is a little on the
Mistaken
nose.
identity.
Mistaken identity because she had a twin.
Did they catch her there? I don't know.
It looks like they did catch her.
Okay, so
Catch.
I
Surrender. Let's see. What is it? Confess. Did we do confess already? Confession? Confess? I'm sure we did, right?
Confession or confess. Let's give that a try.
okay, I'm just typing some words. We did confess, I thought. Oh, maybe not.
How about confession?
Nope.
So let's think about when his throat was cut. They had an argument. Scream.
That's good. Screaming's good.
Maybe bags. Did we look for body?
How about kids? Kids. Oh, there we
The
go.
last one.
Okay, this is a little earlier than the
Can you
one we just saw.
imagine? I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill. I mean, how could we stay the same now? Felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
She was ill.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that. Okay, wait a minute.
I mean, what do we know? At this point, we know some stuff, right?
Yeah, so we know she's telling us Hannah accidentally killed. Accident?
Simon, and that they both decided to cover it up. Cover up?
Cover. I think Tori looked for cover, right?
I thought I already looked, yeah. Okay, so but she said that Hannah was gone, right? Didn't she say in that one clip that Hannah's gone now?
Yes, exactly. So
Gone.
at one point, Ozzy at one point said, "Do yes or no." Oh, there's one. Do yes and no.
Yes and no where? Just in the search?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
No, it's okay. The other detective has just gone to get me one.
All right, fair enough.
Man.
Gone. So do yes.
Did we try killed or kill?
Let's see what happens here. Let's try
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Let's do yes. Okay.
Sure. Yes, of course, if that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there.
All right, try no. And then try yes and no. Then probably start wrapping up.
Kill, right? Yes and no? Like that?
Oh, well, yeah, sure.
No. Okay,
Well, there's
kill.
59 entries. There's kill. If they've done that, right?
Kill or killed?
Ooh.
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
You killed him.
Yeah.
I feel like we missed a bunch with Eric, but I just don't even know what his.
Maybe
Eric,
try
Bob,
killed. Did you try killed?
Eric Carr. How about Eric Carr?
We tried Eve. We tried Hannah. We tried Sarah. Eric. Did we try Eric? We tried Eric.
What about did we Carl? Do we remember Carl? Did we do
Maybe
we
name.
did-
Look for name.
Just name?
Hmm.
So self-defense, that's Jouex. That's a good one. So there's so what we know is Eve is saying that Hannah accidentally killed Simon, that they worked together to cover up the body and to make it seem like they were going to be suspects, but they would have this real tight alibi, and that and that
Ooh.
and that
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
keep going. Yeah, no, it's great. And then and that we found out that Hannah is gone, and that Eve is pregnant.
Okay. So you want to eliminate me as a suspect?
Okay, good. Yeah. Next one. Eliminate suspect.
That should eliminate me as a suspect. If I was in Glasgow, can't be in two places at once.
Or can you?
Two places. We've done Glasgow.
Double.
Ooh.
There
Yeah, I
was a
like how this game's
conference,
built too. I really do.
Something to do with double glazing in Oxford.
Have you tried Oxford?
I think we
I
did.
don't know.
Let's try.
Maybe we have. Maybe we haven't. Yep.
Hit the refresh. Bunch of stuff at the beginning. I guess we don't really need to do. Oh boy, we're in pretty good shape here. I think we know what happened.
Okay, so
Okay,
wanna
so-
click the chit chat?
Let's do the chit chat. I mean, we can. Anybody? Okay, before we do the chit chat, what do you got? Anything? We'll give you a couple minutes to tell us what we need to do. Elvish Cat says double glazing or windows, but also in terms of just instead of just things that we're searching for, is there anything that we need to know before we find out? I think this when we say yes, we hear the final. We get to the final video.
Should we try double glazing and windows?
Sure. Ooh, Elvish Cat.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window.
That's me when I was a kid,
She's sad.
because I'm a twin and I live by myself.
She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
So, boy, all of those Rorschach tests are really right on the nose. Wait,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
got the other one. Don't.
I see a computer game.
Oh
There's another one right there.
yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. I got.
No, they were shut. Most of the windows are really hard to open anyway. They're stifling in summer. They were painted over by my dad. Could have left a door open accidentally. Or there's a cat flap in the back door.
Cat flap. We didn't do that, did we? Did we
Cat.
do cat flap?
No, we forgot to do cat flap.
Maybe that's the one I was trying to remember. Okay, cat flap.
Nice.
No cat. My parents had a cat before they died called Domino. It was this little black thing with white dots. And we never did anything about the cat flap, but if you were thin, you could maybe squeeze through it.
Double glaze?
Mhm.
Or just glaze. Nope.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it is near the end of our stream. I think
Okay.
we've done well.
Well, Tori
So-
has done well.
Well, thank you, but I don't know. Think so. I feel like we're missing something obvious, but
I think I have a
if
feeling they're
she's
not good.
yeah, so she's saying Hannah's gone. So either Hannah's gone because she is Hannah and she's going to live as Eve, or Hannah's gone because she killed Hannah.
Which
What
doesn't.
do you guys? What do you
I
think?
think she's saying she killed Hannah, but I don't know because the song she kills her sister.
Yeah,
But
she killed a part of her. I mean, if they
Yeah.
are,
I think
she-
they are really twins.
they
I
are
don't
really-
think
you think?
that's my guess. I don't think this is like a. Let's say ready. I don't think that if we say ready, I think we still could probably. They're not going to
Yeah. Type yes.
roll credit.
It's not letting me.
Okay, so call him.
Oh, Buzz when you're ready. Okay, sorry. Buzz. Wasn't reading the instructions. Okay, now type in ready.
There.
No, type in yes. You done? Yes.
Oh.
Well, whatever. I bet you can say ready or okay or all kinds of.
Oh, I see. Hey, are you done? I'm not.
Good. So you think you understand why your mother did what she did? You
I knew.
figured
I knew.
that
it was-
out. Nice job, Tori. You called that early in the game.
But wait. Okay, so you think you understand why
Say-
your mother did what she did?
So say no. Maybe
Why?
he'll tell.
No.
Sarah!
Always come back again. I'll be outside. Log off and meet me over the road. Hangs up.
Okay.
Call again.
I said, meet me over the road. Can we meet him over the road somehow?
I don't think so. I don't think we can leave this computer. User is offline. Okay, go out there. I think there's refresh.
So he's asking us to log off.
Okay. Wait.
So should I close this?
So log off is top left.
Quit.
Yeah, I think, right? Wait a minute.
We didn't get any answers.
I think we should have said yes, right? And then because I think we're supposed to get one extra video, like the very last video. I think we got.
Shoot. What can we do? Can we go back?
I don't think so, can we?
I need answers.
I know. Did she kill Hannah? Why your mother did what she did?
I don't know if we need to find all the videos, but I think we should have said yes. And then that unlocks.
Wait, what happens if we click through the credits scene? Continue. Okay. And then? Where are we? Oh, we can keep watching.
Okay.
Here,
Should we-
call them again.
Should we type in Sarah? We did try Sarah, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I
Sarah
don't have
and Eve.
time. I gotta go.
Nothing came up. Okay.
You guys can stick around and play a little bit if you want, but I gotta run.
Okay. So what should we do?
You guys can totally stick around and play. That's fine. I gotta get off and do some stuff. So, is it gonna screw things up on the? Oh, thank you, Ozzy.
Oh, how much time do you have left, Tori? Do you need to go
I
somewhere?
mean, I could. Yeah,
Ozzy
I have to
Astaroth
be
tipped
this
10
place, but I
pieces
can
of
play
eight.
for like
It's so
another.
nice having the three of you back for another live stream. The best team of puzzle solvers who were also involved in their own puzzle games. I hope you have gotten to see the puzzle pieces I printed. Smile.
Oh, that's right. I'll show the puzzle pieces.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
see.
For sure.
Okay.
Oh, I don't want to miss out on this stuff. You guys are going to do fun things while I go.
Aw.
Well,
Let
you
me.
should.
I do want to share one thing before we go. Let's stop the game for just a second.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go to the different scene. I want to share something.
Yeah.
I should have done this earlier, but I
Okay.
did.
Well, we could also finish this at the beginning of the next session. and
Yeah,
just
let's do that.
and start a new game right after,
I think that's a good idea. Let's do that.
so we don't feel rushed.
Yeah. So this came in a while back, and I want to see, where is it? You can find, well, maybe I'll find it on Daniel's meeting here.
Well, while you're trying to find it, I'll.
Okay, I'm going to read it. So this came in last week from a fairly new fan who found us. Username is Under the Bridge 96, and
Before we continue, Paul, this is the puzzle pieces. These are the puzzle pieces that Ozzy created for the three of us.
Oh, nice.
those are so cool, Ozzy. Oh, those are great.
That's great.
Really neat. Very, very cool. Thank you for doing that. That's awesome. All right, can you make it the three? There you go. So I'll read this, and it's just something that we've had some comments like this in the past, and anytime I start to wonder what the point of this channel of ours is, that we all just sit around and play video games, and it's super fun. I sometimes wonder what more is there to this, and then I get a comment like this. My brother was diagnosed with Crohn's disease when he was 12. And I remember that night the night he found out, my mom let him buy this game. And he's talking about the original Phantasmagoria game, even though it was 18 plus at the time. I was 3 years younger, and I'd play with him. And it was probably the game that made the biggest impression in our lives. He passed away 3 years ago, and I've been binging you and Tori's walkthrough of the game every day. I just can't tell you how magical this has been. I keep thinking to myself, man, he would have loved to see this. You making the series and getting everyone together has been more magical than you even know. It was so much fun watching you and Tori play through the game, and now with Roberta, talking to Roberta. Can't explain how awesome all of you are. Here I am, 35 years old, reliving some of my best memories with my brother, all thanks to you. So,
wow.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
And you know, it means a lot to hear that. And I think that you're not alone in these thoughts, that these games do have real meaning for people, and to play them and share them with you has some real value, you know?
Yeah. Wow. Oh, I'm so glad you read that. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry about your brother.
Yeah, me too. I had a friend who passed from that same disease. It's a horrible thing, and takes people away way too young in life. So anyways, I didn't mean to bring it down, but I wanted to share that, and it does make me feel that what we're doing here is kind of special, and to have all you join us as regularly as you do, and the new people that are joining us, it means a lot, and we'll just keep plugging away.
Yes.
And yeah, so that said, I guess it's a perfect time for us to kind of call it. So let's end our day today. We'll come back. Tori, are you available next week? Are you, as far as you know, or do we want to check in with you and see how things are?
Yeah, I think so. Wait, let me just. Actually, I'm not. I'm not.
Wait, what are we doing on Wednesday, Paul?
What am I doing on Wednesday? This Wednesday? What are we doing?
Yeah, David the Tentacle.
Something. Yeah, we could do that, or yeah, let's talk. Let's figure out what we're doing.
Yeah.
Daniel and I back on Wednesday.
I'm out of town from the 25th through the 27th. So.
Okay. All right. So we'll get you in a couple.
Yeah. Or I can,
right.
we'll talk.
We'll talk. All right. Well, thanks everyone. We appreciate it. It's good to see you all, and we'll talk to you. We'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.
Guys. Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.
It was my sister.